Hello, welcome to Restored by Polish. I'm Krista. I don't have Jacqueline with me again today. We've had crazy schedules going on. She's been out of town. I've had nuts going on in my life. I know we say that a lot, but it really has been crazy around here. A lot of you probably already know, but my middle son had an ATV accident and he broke his femur. So yeah, had to have emergency surgery. It was crazy. It's been crazy. I've been taking care of him for the last couple weeks. So it's been hard for Jacqueline and I to connect and get some filming done. We're hoping that we can do that next week. So I thought in the interim, I'm going to see if I can film at least one, maybe a couple videos on my own. So this particular one I thought would be fun to look at some transition polishes going from summer into fall. And the way I did it, I picked out, so I have the rainbow, so red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, but I did it for mainstream polishes and then for indie polishes. So I've got one red for both mainstream and indie, one orange, and so forth. That's how I did it. And so it'll be kind of a quick one, but it'll be fun because I mean, this transition time, you don't really have a ton of days that you're able to do like that transition time, but I do think it definitely has a distinct color palette for that transition time. Don't mind my entire craziness going on over here. This was me sorting, oops, and I'm dropping things, sorting through other transitions, maybe going into fall. So that's what I have going on over there. But we're going to take a look at just the ones I specifically picked for transitioning from summer to fall right now. So let's get the camera turned around. We'll take a look at those. Okay, we're going to start right off the bat here with my mainstream red. It's kind of like a reddy, maybe just a little bit with orange in there. And I feel like for this transition time going into fall, you know, you don't want it to be super murky, super dulled out yet, but you also don't want like a bright candy apple red. So I picked this one out, which is Living on the Bula-Vard from OPI. And it's, like I said, just a really pretty cream, kind of reddy orange. So I thought that would be pretty to start with. So let's see what it looks like on the nail wheel here. I'm trying out these new like clear ones. I don't know. I'm feeling like if I do the clear one, then when I don't have nail polish on, I can test it out better. Like you can better see like what it would be like on your skin tone. So that was sort of my thought, but then I also don't really like how they're shaped very well. So I don't know. It's, I'm on the fence with these clear nail wheels here. So, okay. So anyway, that was OPI Living on the Bula-Vard. And then let's do a mainstream indie. So my indie that I chose for this time of year is this one from Superchic Lacquer, and this one is called Cherub, and it's a linear red hollow, and it is not like, I wouldn't say candy apple, so it's a little, but it's still kind of bright, but I feel like this is a good choice. When I think of September, I kind of think of like back to school, like primary red in September for that. So I felt like this would be a good one for this time of year. Look at this. Superchic lacquers. I know that at one point I think somebody was telling me there's some controversy with them. I'm never in on all the scuttlebutt, but her polishes, she does make these like almost literally one coaters and they do stamp, which is also really nice. So I kind of like them for that, but I haven't bought from them in quite a while, ever since I heard. I haven't like really done the research on it yet on like what's going on with that brand, but yeah, anyway, I do like the one coat linear holographic there. So we'll probably do a second coat just to check it out. All right, let's talk oranges. So mainstream orange, I picked this up not too long ago, but look at this. It's from Sinful Colors. It's one of their ones that's infused with cherry oil, but this one's called Hit the Spot, kind of like cheetah spots, I guess. And I guess it's supposed to kind of look maybe like the Cheeto color, that kind of like fakey orange. So it's a little bit jelly. I do remember that. But it builds up. And I feel like this is another kind of, I don't know, it makes me think of the fields turning right come, you know, middle of September, sunflower, like a sunflower kind of yellowy orange. So yeah, I definitely feel like that's a good transition color. I think any of those kind of like yellowy, darker yellows like that make yellowy oranges are good for this time of year. Just kind of reminds me of like harvest time. So, okay, so then for indies, I picked up this one. So, and this is, I mean, everybody knows this one. It's Tajin Queen from Fair Maiden, which if you didn't know, Fair Maiden is no longer making polishes. So I guess maybe they're going to come back rebranded as separate brands. I don't know. I kind of been hearing a little bit here and there about what might be going on. But anyway, this is kind of a orangey, like a brighter orange. But what I think is good about this for transitioning is that it's got the little red glitters and a little bit of that shimmer in there that pulls, makes it pull a little bit more fall leaning because of that. I think it can go either way. I mean, I think you can definitely wear it in the summer too, but I feel like this is a late summer. I wouldn't wear this in the beginning of summer for sure. And it does deepen after the second coat, so it's pretty fun. Formula's still really nice on it, so I like it. Okay. All right, let's see what I got next here. So that was oranges, and now we're gonna go into yellow, and I've been dying to wear this one since I bought it. And it's from OPI, and this is called Marigolden Hour. And I feel like it's the best golden yellow that exists. You know, I just think it's so pretty. I mean, when I think about wanting to stamp sunflowers, this is the color I would probably reverse stamp with, just because I feel like it's the epitome of what a sunflower looks like, or at least that color anyway. So, all right, let's get that. Hold on here. The formula is really nice on it. You know, you never know sometimes with yellows, but I guess this is deep enough that it's not going to be super patchy. So yeah, super pretty. Look at this wheel. I'm having fun with this color wheel. All right, then I picked kind of a fun one for the indie yellow. So this one is from Rogue Lacquer. It's called Don't Be Such a Guppy. It was in, gosh, what was it in? Was it I can't remember if it was in PPU or it might have been in, yeah, I don't remember. It was in one of those boxes. And it's kind of a different type of yellow. It's definitely more muted yellow, but then it has these like greeny, aqua bluey, like metallic flakes in there. So that's, I feel like when I think about transition time, I feel like there's got to be an element that pulls to one season and an element that pulls to another. And so this is one of those. I feel like the muted yellow in this pulls more fall, but then you've got the aqua metallic flakes, which I think pull more summer. So I like that. I like that idea of it having both those seasonal elements in it, and it's kind of fun. Formula is super nice, of course, with Rogue. Very pretty. Okay, moving on. We're going to go into our greens. And this green, this is a fun green. So, and I just found it at Marshall's. It's from Zoya. And this is Zoya's Gemma. And it's just a fun kind of army green. But here we go again with those elements going both ways, right? So we've got the muted army green for going into fall. But then it's got this beautiful bright shimmer in there that I think leans more towards summery, like summer, just a summer shimmer in there. So I like that idea, again, having those two different seasonal elements in there. Okay, let's see if I can get it on here. Of course, it doesn't have the Z-wide brush, but we're going to deal with it for right now. And I remember last time we swatched it, it wasn't like the shimmer was super apparent, but it was enough. I wonder if it'll be different having it on the clear nail versus an opaque nail. Went on super nice, and it's definitely, I mean, that's pretty opaque for one coat. Yeah, I like that. Super pretty. I wasn't really even thinking about this one, but then I saw Barb from Polish Page wearing it, and I was like, oh, that's a perfect color for this transition time. along the same lines, for my indie, I picked one from our brand, Restored by Polish, that Jacqueline so nicely gifted to me after all was said and done after we made these. And again, we've got the murky kind of green for fall, but then the aqua blue, like iridescent flakies that are turning aqua blue. So again, we've got both those seasons in the elements there. So I thought that would be perfect for this time of year. I know a lot of people think, oh, spring, because it's kind of like, it's the name of it is Pond-ering spring. I guess I should have said that. But for me, I feel like I would definitely wear this more in the fall, especially this time of year, going into fall. So, so pretty. All right, so those are the greens, and now we're gonna look at the blues. And for my mainstream blue, I picked this one. I am dying to wear this one. It's so pretty. Look at that nice, like, it's bright but dusky. I don't know if you can have a bright dusky blue, but that's what I think of when I think of this. And this is called OPI Grabs the Unicorn by the Horn. And yeah, I think it's perfect. This is a perfect blue for this time of year. I've been wearing a lot of blues since September started. I don't know, maybe I'm just thinking sapphires. I have no idea, but I've been wearing a lot of blue polish. But this, I feel like, you know, maybe there's like a tiny bit of like green in it, because it almost leans like it ever so slightly wants to be teal, but it's not. It's definitely blue. Yeah, I just think it's perfect for this time of year. Okay, that's the blue one. Oops, I'm still hitting stuff over here. I'm working in a very small space right now, so. And then for my indie blue, we don't talk about Moonshine Manny very often, but I thought this would be really pretty. So we got, it's almost an indigo blue for a base, right? It's almost got this like violety, purpley type of base, but it definitely has this beautiful summery shimmer that's in there. So kind of like that greeny yellow shimmer. And this is called You're My Mariah. So, and it's, I don't know why I haven't worn this yet, which is another reason why I pulled it, because I think it's beautiful and it needs to be worn. So we're gonna see if we can get it on my nails. So see how it kind of has this purpley kind of base to it, but I promised you on the second coat, it definitely pulls more blue. That's pretty. More of a purple leaning blue for sure. All right, and then for purples, for my mainstream, or for violet, I guess I should say, purpley violets, this OPI. I have a lot of OPIs in my transition rack here. And this is called, Oh, You Sing, Dance, Act, and Produce. And look at that. It just kind of has, you know, it's bright, but it's dusky. It's right on the edge of that kind of, you know, the edge of summer and fall, I guess you could say. And it's super pretty. Look at this. I really want to maybe try these with like a topper, or maybe some of my new flakies that I just got, like flaky burnishing, just loose flakes that I could throw on there. I just think it's so pretty. So pretty. All right, and then for my indie kind of purpley color, I picked one that is so old, and I still have not worn it. And that's from Polish for Days. And this is called Siren. And I don't know why I haven't worn it. But look at this. Look, it's kind of this violet-y base, maybe leaning almost magenta. And look at the shimmer in there. And then it also has some scattered holographic that's in there as well. And it is beautiful. This is definitely leaning more kind of violet-y purple versus, you know, blue tone purple. Everybody say collectively, Krista, why have you not worn this yet? You've had it in collection for probably 5 years. You know, I say this probably too often, but I have this issue that when I get polishes, and they're polishes I really love, I tend to save them. Like, I don't know what I'm waiting for. I think I'm waiting for some celebrity to come to my door and have dinner with me, and then I'm going to wear it. I don't know what I'm waiting for. Yeah, I don't know why I saved my favorite one. So yeah, I don't know. I have an issue for sure. All right, well, I'm going to pause for a minute here and put some second coats on, and then we'll talk about each of them. Okay, we're back, and look at this wheel. Does this not just make your heart happy? Look at that. All right, I'm going to see how good I can do this, if I can remember all of the polishes without looking at the bottles. Let's see if I can do that and see if I can challenge myself. Okay, so we're gonna start with the OPI, which is Living on the Bula-Vard. That's really pretty. I think that's really nice for this time of year. Okay, and then the second one was from Superchic Lacquer, and this is Cherub, this beautiful red linear holographic. And then we have Sinful Colors Hit the Spot, and Fair Maiden Tajin Queen. What do you think? That's so pretty. And then OPI's Marigolden Hour. Look at that. I love that. So, so pretty. And then this is Rogue Lacquer's Don't Be Such a Guppy. So cute. And then we have Zoya's Gemma. Can you see the blue shimmer? It almost gives it an overall like blue tone look to it, even though it's definitely a green base. And then this is Restored by Polish's Pond-ering Spring. So pretty. Look at those flakies in there. And then we have another OPI. OPI Grabs the Unicorn by the Horn for that blue. And then let me turn this just a little bit. And then we have Moonshine Mayonnaise. Oh goodness, this is gonna be the one I forget. Something about Mariah. You're My Mariah, I think is what it is. You're My Mariah. So it does kind of still lean a little bit purpley, but there's kind of a blue shimmer to it. And then this purple one is Oh You Sing, Act, Dance, and Produce from OPI. And I love that. So, so pretty. And then finally, we've got Polished for Days Siren. Look at that purple shimmer in there. It's almost like it's a warm toned purple base with a cool toned purple shimmer is kind of what it looks like to me. So yeah, look at these. Are they so fun? All right, well, what are you guys wearing for your transitions? I'd love to know. I have been wearing a lot of these, kind of like hollow base. So if you want to know what I'm wearing, this is Different Dimensions Venus. And oh, look at this, so, so pretty. And I chose this because, yeah, it's a lot of flakies, it's a lot of hollow, but it has the pretty bright kind of violet and orangey colors that you would see in summer. So that's why I picked it. I'm thinking about stamping on it. I might stamp some leaves on it. We'll see. But I really like it. It's good. It's also nice because it matches a lot of things. So you can wear it with a lot of different things. So I do love that. Okay, well, anyway, let's get back to what we're talking about here. Let me know what you guys are wearing for your transitions into fall. Are you ready for fall? I'm not quite ready for fall, but I do realize one thing. I realize that I have way more indie polishes for fall than I do for any other time of year, fall and winter. So I need to work, when we get to spring and summer, I need to work on getting some indie polishes for that time of year. Thank you for joining me today. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye.